There's no point of building your marketing portfolio from scratch when there are so many amazing templates out there that you can start with and then customize. In this video, we will show you some of our favorite marketing portfolio templates and also how you can create your very own website using one of them. Hover over the play bar to check the chapters and jump ahead if you want to, and subscribe to our channel for more portfolio and website building content. And now, let's jump right in. So first, we're going to show you 3 marketing portfolio websites and tell you all about the templates that we used for each of them. All 3 of these websites are built with Copyfolio. You will find a link to it down below if you want to check it out. This very first portfolio website was built with our journal template, although we did change the default fonts and colors, so it might look a tiny little different in the onboarding when you choose it on Copyfolio. As you can see, the top of the homepage has a tagline on the left-hand side, and we added some social media icons, so it's easy to check you out on other platforms as well. And then there's an image on the right-hand side, which is perfect for uploading a profile picture. Underneath in this section, you can see how the buttons on Journal look, because this is another thing that the template here in Copyfolio determines. This button has an outline in sharp corners, and when you hover over it, it gets a fill. Underneath, you can see a few more sections that are part of this template, although the looks of them are not determined by it, but rather by your design choices. Here we had some services and a call to action with one more button. The second site was made with our Typewriter template for Bernadette. As you can see, the hero section looks quite different from Journal. Here we have a smaller and circular shaped image and then the tagline underneath. We also added some social media icons here, and you can see that the top section has a different background color from the rest of the site. Underneath in this image and text section, talking about her expertise, you can see how the buttons look like on Typewriter. They are also outlined, but they have this softer pill shape that gives them a more modern look. Then here is a portfolio section where I can show you how case studies and case study pages look on Typewriter. They have a similar hero section to the homepage with a different background. Here you can also see a marketing strategy case study in case you're interested how they're usually built in Copyfolio, all the information about the project, creative process, and of course the performance of their work, which is something that we recommend to every marketer out there. This third site for Ava was built with our poster template. This is sort of a one-pager site, and here the hero section has no image whatsoever. It's all about the tagline, so that's what you should focus on. We do have a light little line though, separating the tagline from the rest of your homepage. And if you want to still add an image to the top of your site, you can do so with just a normal section. Just like we did here, we have a picture on the left and then some text on the right. And here for this text section, we actually use these brown heart emojis to build a bulleted list and give it a much more fun and unique look. Underneath, you can again see how the buttons look here. It's very similar to Journal because they're sharp and outlined and get a feel upon hover. Here's an interesting way to display your projects, because instead of the portfolio grid that you saw in the previous portfolio website, here we used blog posts with no thumbnail images to display case studies. You can just click this Let's See button and get to the blog post site, which is almost like a case study page, and read all the information. And since this is a one-pager site, we're ending it with a call to action and a contact form next to it, so you can reach out easily if you are interested. So this is the poster template. But choosing the perfect marketing portfolio template is only step number 1 in the process, and what comes after. In this section, I will show you how to build a marketing portfolio website using Copyfolio and one of the templates you just saw. Actually, we will be kind of recreating the journal site that was made for Alexis here. I will be using Copyfolio throughout the whole thing, and even though the video that you will see will be a little bit sped up and cut, the whole process took me about 11 minutes, which I think is still pretty good. So let's get started. So the onboarding starts like this. All you have to do is write your name and then click set up my site. And then you will have to choose a few things. First, your profession, then the goal of your site, and then you can choose your templates. Here there's a big selection of templates. I didn't even scroll through the whole thing, but when you click on one of the preview images, you can scroll through and see how the site would look like with it. As you can see, they all have different default colors and fonts, but you can change that all later on. When you choose your template, you will see a tiny little onboarding showing you around the editor. And let's actually start with customizing the colors. You can also just scroll through the color palettes that we have, see on the side how your site would look with them, or create a custom color palette for you. You can use this color picker here, or if you already have a brand color, you can just use the hex code of that and build your palette based on that. Full transparency, this is a premium feature, so we're just going to quickly upgrade to premium to be able to use all these. Once that's done, we can also go back and choose the palette. Finally, you can change the heading, paragraph, button, background colors, and so on, and it will look good for sure. We made sure of that. Then here are the fonts. I will show you a few options, but we will set this one with combat the headings, which is one of my personal favorites. Then to recreate the site that you saw, I pasted in the exact same text and set it to a regular site in the section settings, and then we will also upload the same image. It only takes a few seconds and a few clicks. You can crop it if it's not the exact ratio as you want it. Then click save and we can go on. If you click that little plus icon, then you can add a lot of different sections. We have a wide variety of both presets and just basic ones at the bottom, so feel free to check all of them out. As you can see, I'm pasting in text, adding images, formatting them with the text toolbar, and even setting up some buttons super easily. Then we will also add a services section, which you can find in the services category of the add section window. By default, it has a column of 4 services, images on the top and then text on the bottom. But for recreating this site, we only need 3 of them. So I deleted this one. I'm changing the images first, and then I will paste in the text as well. If you wanted a services section with no images, you can either add that from the add section window, or in the section settings of this section, you can actually just hide them away. This is an amazing way to showcase your areas of expertise if you don't want to, for example, showcase some projects right away, but you saw that portfolio section. You can use those to create thumbnails and showcase your projects if that's what you would be looking for. Let's also add an About Me page. Since we don't have a proper About Me section on the home page, you can just hover over your navigation and you will see this Add Page button. When you click it, you can see all of the presets we have for different types of pages. We have about 3 for About Pages, but I want to show you how quick and easy it is to build it all from scratch. So let's go with the blank page. First, I added this image and text section. I pasted in my text, uploaded my image, drag and drop them to switch how they're laid out. Then with About Me sections, because they are already formatted the way I want it, I will paste in the rest of the About Me page content. You can easily paste in text from, let's say, Google Docs, and it will actually keep the formatting, so that's a hack for you. We will also add a call to action section, which comes with a button that you could add by yourself anyway. And with that, actually, our About Me page is done. All there's left to do is rename it from blank page and move it in the menu wherever you want. And as the last step, let's sort out our domain, shall we? Because by default, you get this automatically generated URL slug, which doesn't really look the most professional. So you can change just the slug at the end of your URL, or you can even buy a custom domain straight in Copyfolio. When you click the View Site, you can see the fruits of your labor and scroll through the site that you just built. As I said, in real time, building all of this only took me about 11 minutes in Copyfolio, so I don't know what could be quicker and simpler than that. If you liked any of these marketing portfolio templates or some other ones you saw in Copyfolio, then feel free to check it out at copyfol.io. It's totally free to get started with, so go ahead and play around with it a little bit. You can also follow us as Copyfolio app on Instagram and TikTok for more bite-sized pieces, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.